So, quick update. My tire is doing much better today. So that's progress. This morning, well, last night, I bought another can of Fix-A-Flat because the first one was defective and perhaps I did it wrong. I don't know. But I bought another can of Fix-A-Flat, let it go flat overnight as it does. Tried the new can of Fix-A-Flat. I was worried it wasn't going to work because foam started coming out of the top of the can and out of the side of the spout that connects to the thingama-whoop, and you know, the technical car terms that all of us great mechanics know. So I was worried it wasn't going to work. It didn't air it all the way up, but it definitely made more of a difference than the previous can did. And so then I finished airing it up, drove it to work, didn't appear to be losing any air as I drove, which is new. And yeah, so I was hoping it would still have air after work, and here we are after work, and it still has air. I am so relieved. So time has passed. I'm in a hotel at the moment. It's the middle-ish of my 16-day vacation. My tire has begun to slowly leak again, but very slowly compared to before. So that's fine. I've only had to air it up a couple times. And it wasn't that low when I did. And the lighting in this hotel is not the best because a couple of lights in this room don't even work. So whatever. Anyway, getting a lot done. You will have noticed by this point in history that I've started posting videos on YouTube again. But yeah, so it's post-Christmas, got through the holiday. It was cool because I house sat, or apartment/dog sat for my friend Zach. Their little Chihuahua mix named Demi. And this is Demi in her usual state, and story time. So Demi and I hit it off pretty quick. She remembered me. I was over there Thanksgiving, and I went over the day before I officially went over there, and she remembered me, ran right up to me, and was excited to see me. So we didn't have any awkward, like, who are you kind of tension when I first showed up there. And I was there for, I don't know, like 8 days. I'm not sure. It was a while. About a week. So anyway, December 23rd, like, we got in this habit, you know, we'd go sit out on the porch and chill and just watch the night. And like on the 23rd, I took her for a late night walk, like around 11:30. And you know, she'd been like, I had 2 rules. I kept telling her, I'm like, look, Demi, you're tiny. If the grass is taller than you, because, you know, there's this lake we walk around that's right across the street from the apartment. Tiny little lake. It's either a tiny lake or a very large pond. I don't know. I don't know how you define these things. But yeah, so I was worried about snakes and such. And I saw a baby snake, a little black sidewinding snake that proved my point. And I'm like, see Demi, there are snakes. But the other thing was, don't eat stuff you find outside. And she grabbed a couple things. I got them away from her, you know, over the course of the days leading up to this. But this time she got something and I didn't even realize she was eating something. It was so fast. Like, I pulled her away and it was down her throat. So, you know, it's like Ember will eat literal shit when she's outside. Like, I'm constantly having to pull Ember away from things, but she never gets sick. Nothing ever happens because she ate something weird, you know. Dogs have titanium stomachs. So I wasn't too worried about it. I was just, irritated that she fully ate a thing before I could pull her away. And I have my tired voice because it's like almost 2 in the morning. I don't know what time. It's late or early depending on how you are viewing things. But yeah, so everything was fine. We're sitting on the porch. She jumps up in my lap. We're watching the night. And then she starts heaving. Like just, and I'm like, oh, not on me. And so I picked her up, but she threw up and then immediately swallowed it. And I'm like, all right, well, if you were throwing up, there was something that needed to come out and you just ate it again. So, so then almost immediately, Demi got real weird. Like she was just staring at this little spider making its web, just motionless, just staring at it and not moving. And then she started like twitching, like trembling, like, and her neck was going like this, like she was just trembling. And like, so I was trying to see if she was okay. I put her down on the ground to go inside, and she was walking all weird, like she couldn't really walk. And yeah, and the longer it went, the worse it got. Like she started, like she couldn't even jump up on the couch. She couldn't move. Like her coordination was all screwed up, and I'm getting more and more terrified. And so eventually, like about 3 in the morning, like she's just like staring. She's not sleeping. Usually she curls right up and goes to sleep. But like, so it's Christmas Eve now, 3 a.m. And I'm laughing because I know how the story ends, but it was really scary. I mean, she was terrified, I was terrified. And she like started pawing me just like in a way that was very clearly communicating, help me. Like, because she couldn't sleep, she wouldn't stop shaking, her legs weren't working, I tried to give her some water and she was like scared of it. Like that's the other thing she was doing. It's like if I reached over to pet her, she'd be like just like someone's about to hit her. And like, I've never hit this dog, and I'm pretty sure no one hits her. Like this is a new thing where, with the vets when we got there, called inappropriate responses, because as it turned out, Demi was high as hell. Demi got an edible. Yeah, so like, so I loaded her up, took her to the vet, the emergency room. I found one that was like, it was 20 minutes away, but they said it said on the website that I could stay with her through every step of her visit. So that's the one I went to, and I was texting Zach, and he was absolutely asleep at this point, but I was still sending him the info so he wouldn't be unaware that his dog was going through some things. But like, yeah, they diagnosed her on sight that Demi was stoned. Demi was yeah, it was still scary, but the fact that the doctors were kind of laughing was, they said it was serious. Like if she had a big enough dose, she could have died. Like dogs have more cannabinoid, I don't know how to pronounce words. They have more receptors for cannabis in their brains than humans do. And so it hits them a lot harder. And she was just like, this is what she looked like. And like, just, and no movement of her, like that was her expression. That was just, she was frozen. Just like just staring at nothing, her mouth open. Like, oh. And like they were asking me like about her symptoms, like had she thrown up, and she did. Like when we got there, when I pulled in, when we got out of the car, I had a carrier, of course. She couldn't walk, but she threw up immediately, and I like tilted her over because I'm like, do not eat that, just let it out. Whatever poison you have in your system, it's gotta come out. This is the second time you have regurgitated it. But it was just liquid. I mean, at this point, whatever she ate, she had digested, but and well, I know what she ate. It was an edible. She had THC poisoning. So dogs, they can die. They can go into a coma. So they were checking her vitals, and I'm texting sleeping Zach updates. Fortunately, by the time he woke up and got all the messages, she was fine. Like we were in the clear. Like her vitals were okay. They just needed to, they put some fluid in her back, like under her skin. So she had like a little humpback. But, and they just told me to watch her take her home, watch her, take her out to pee more often. That was another funny thing. Like after they weighed her and they were telling me the symptoms, I was about to tell you that, and then I got distracted. But they asked me if she had leaked, as in peed, because they said that's something they'll do because they have no real control over their bodies when they have THC poisoning. And I was like, no, she hasn't. And then as I was carrying her from the scale, she was like, oh, I'm supposed to do that? Okay. And peed on me as I was walking her over to the couch where they told us to go sit. But yeah, anyway, she was fine the rest of the night. She was, man, it was scary though. But yeah, when I took that picture though, well, because the doctors kept walking by and they're like, man, I wish I felt as good as Demi right now. And they were laughing at her face. And so I couldn't see because she was like up against me. So I put my camera out in front and took a picture and looked at it. And then I started laughing so hard, like, and I was trying to cover it so they didn't think that I was high. You know, I was trying to like not, but I was crying with laughter. Just I'm still laughing, just remembering the picture. Just what? It was quite a Christmas Eve. So like we both crashed out whenever we got back to the apartment because we'd been up all night. But yeah, and I took her out. I took her out that morning after I woke up and to pee because she was supposed to pee every 2 hours. I was supposed to take her out. So I did set my alarm for that, and I just took her and I placed her in the front yard there, or the back, it's the yard, the grass outside of the apartment. And she just stood there and stared at nothing. And this lady and her dog came up, and Demi generally is not friendly to other dogs. And she'll just start barking like, who the hell do you think you are? I'm the dog, get out. And like this dog's coming up to Demi, and I'm like, oh geez, Demi doesn't like dogs. And the lady was talking to her, and I'm just waiting for the lady to leave because I'm like, Demi's not responding. She's not responding to the dog. she's not responding to the lady. And I finally just have to explain. I'm like, she's high. She just got back from the vet. She got into an edible and the lady looked judgy at me. Like, I'm like, I told her not to eat it. I told her not to eat it. She told me I wasn't her real dad and went full Rastafarian. I don't know. It's so, yeah. So then, yeah, I took her back in and she didn't pee. Like, I can't make her pee. And she didn't pee at all until she could walk again. So I was kind of relieved. Like, she didn't pee in the blankets or anything. And then, you know, she got to where she could walk. She was a little bit unstable, but by that evening, she could walk again. I think by early the next day, she wasn't barking at other dogs, but she was running around in circles when she saw them, like running around in threatening circles. But they said it would be like, you know, she might be better by the next day, which she was pretty much, but they said it's generally 48 to 72 hours before it's fully out of a dog's system. And I learned that when dogs with THC poisoning pee, their urinary tract can reabsorb it and they'll start all over again. Like, she could have gotten high again from peeing out. Like, peeing it out is supposed to be what gets it out of their system. So I was kind of terrified when she finally peed, but she didn't get any worse. She just kept getting better, so I was greatly relieved. And so was she. Yeah, so I mean, that was the biggest event over Christmas week. So, and then I went from there yesterday. Zach and his little fam got back and they had their Christmas and stuff, and saw the stuff that Santa left for them. And I checked into this hotel to keep getting work done. So I'm hopeful that I'm going to get some more writing stuff done, some more publishing things, or stuff that I really want to come out in January. So I'm working hard, and it's really cool being able to just, like, here, I miss Demi. I miss Demi so much. Like, we bonded hard. Like, we trauma bonded. So, yeah, so I miss her, but not having the responsibility of, you know, having to feed and walk her throughout the day, you know, interruptions from focusing and concentrating and fully letting go and just immersing myself in my work. It's good to not have that this week. I'm hopeful to get a lot done, and I have already, just in a day. So, or a day and a half-ish. But yeah, so I booked the hotel for 9 days. It was way less expensive than I thought it would be. It was slightly cheaper than Demi's emergency room bill. But, because I booked for over a week, there was a discount on the per night, and so it was way more affordable, and that's good to know for, you know, future reference. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, there's nothing else really exciting going on right now. Just nothing quite tops the Christmas Eve with a stoned Chihuahua adventure that I had last week. But yeah, I guess that's my vlog for now. If you want to check out my writing, my short fiction, pre-order my new novel that's coming out March 3rd, The Thing in the Attic, an Anderson Brothers paranormal investigation. You can go to my author website, glensladeclarkjr.com. Yeah, I just checked. That novel is actually coming out 8 days from the day that this video will drop on YouTube. So 8 days from when you are watching this, Not from when I'm filming this, because I'm filming this in December, but yeah, 8 days from when you see this, my new novel will be out. So pre-order it, or the ebook. If you want the hardback, there's not a pre-order for the hardback, but it drops on the same day. So you can order it in 8 days from when this video drops. So yeah, check out my author website. If you are so kind and so inclined, please do give me an interaction of some sort. Like, hate, subscribe, comment. I love comments. And I'm trying to reply to as many comments as I can, but just my life is chaos. So I'm not ignoring anyone, I promise. But yeah, that's my video for now. And don't let your dogs be stoners, because it's not the same experience for them as it is for us. Even though they look really funny when they're high, they don't know what's going on and they're terrified. But Demi's cool. Demi is a seasoned stoner now, so all is well. And that's my vlog for now. I will talk to y'all next time.